Britain's attempt to become Europe's first nation to launch satellites into space ended in bitter disappointment early on Tuesday. Virgin Orbit said an anomaly stopped its rocket from reaching orbit. Melissa Thorpe is the head of Spaceport Cornwall.
Absolutely devastated. We put our heart and soul into this, and it's such a personal journey for me as well, and my family were here. So yeah, it was pretty rough. But I feel okay. And I think it'll just be a few days of just kind of letting it sink in a little bit.
A crowd had gathered in the coastal town of Newquay in southwest England to cheer on the historic mission. In the so-called horizontal launch, a modified Boeing 747 named Cosmic Girl carried Virgin's Launcher 1 rocket under its wing before releasing it over the Atlantic Ocean. Virgin Orbit, part owned by British billionaire Richard Branson, also live-streamed the mission. But then, the company's Director of Systems Engineering and Verification, Christopher Ralph, delivered the bad news.
It appears that Launcher 1 has suffered an anomaly which will prevent us from making orbit for this mission.
The company later said the Cosmic Girl carrier and its crew had safely returned to Newquay Spaceport, but gave no further detail on the status of the rocket and its payload of 9 satellites. The UK Space Agency's Commercial Space Director, Matt Archer, said a first-stage burn had taken the rocket into space, but the second-stage engine had a technical anomaly and didn't reach the required orbit. Archer said the British government, Virgin Orbit, and other parties involved will investigate the failure of the mission, which was the company's first outside its US base. Pioneering British astronaut Tim Peake believes good things will come from the disappointment.
We will learn a lot from this. It ended up being a technical error on the second stage. Space is hard, and we'll find out what went wrong. And we hope to see future launches this year from Spaceport Cornwall, in addition to hopefully seeing vertical launches from our launch sites in Scotland as well, at Shetland and Sutherland. And if you look at one of the most successful launch companies right now, that's SpaceX, with a phenomenal launch rate, you only have to look at the early days to realize that they were very, very close to failing. Many of their early rockets failed.